Pillar Sports, everybody. I'm your host, Manny with the most, and today we are going to be talking about the NFL, the National Football League. It is time because the most profitable league right now in the entire world is going to start tomorrow. It is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. And for those fellas that have not given their 2 weeks notice when it was 2 weeks ago, you have to quit your job as a spouse, as a husband for this time. At least become part-time. At least become part-time because the NFL season is starting tomorrow and is starting with one of the biggest games in Kansas City Chiefs versus Baltimore Ravens. This is Lamar Jackson versus Patrick Mahomes. This is beautiful football. You have one of the two greatest quarterbacks right now that we are watching. The one that can kill you both with his arms and with his leg. One guy, you just do not know what he's about to do next in Patrick Mahomes. This is an amazing thing. Patrick Mahomes, of course, is touted to be one of the greatest of all time to do it. And he has just played how many seasons of football? So you know this is going to be a matchup. Of course, Lamar Jackson is coming into this game as a revenge game. It's going to be a tough one. It is going to be a tough one for Lamar because Patrick Mahomes is looking at this game as the start of the journey to the three-peat. The journey to getting the GOAT chain on his neck. The journey to be able to argue with anybody. I was the first to do the three-peat. And nobody could say anything. You argue, say, Tom Brady had 7 rings. Well, I had a three-peat. I dominated the league 3 years in a row and got the Super Bowl 3 years in a row. That's amazing. Nobody can ever say that. Or no, let me not say ever, but nobody could say that in the past. And if he does it, this will be one of the greatest feats in football history. Of course, like I said, this is a revenge game for Lamar. It's a revenge game because the last 5 times that these two have met, Patrick Mahomes has beaten Lamar 4 times to 1. Lamar has only defeated Patrick Mahomes once, and this is a problem. This is a problem for every Baltimore fan, every Ravens fan, because it just looks like Mahomes is Jackson's antidote. It looks like Mahomes is the Lex Luthor to Jackson's Superman. It looks like Mahomes is the kryptonite to Jackson's Superman. This is a problem that Jackson has to defeat. This is a problem that Jackson has to overcome if he wants to become, even though right now as we sit, the only team stopping him from having a Hall of Fame career with the few time he has spent is that Super Bowl. So this, in my opinion, is one thing. This person in Patrick Mahomes is the one person stopping Lamar Jackson from entering a new stratosphere. It is, of course, a revenge game. This is a start of something. And this is not just a start for Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes. This is a revisit of apprentice versus master. It is a battle to see if the apprentice have become the master. It is a battle between Andy Reid and John Harbaugh. Of course, these are 2 great coaches. These are 2 insane coaches. John Harbaugh, a defensive, creative genius, and Andy Reid, an offensive mastermind, all coming to face against each other. Of course, Andy Reid stands victorious when it comes to the head-to-head battles, with Andy Reid getting 6 out of the 8 that they have faced, and John Harbaugh getting 2 out of it. This is a big deal. If you guys do not understand, Baltimore versus Chiefs is already becoming a rivalry. It's already becoming a rivalry. In my humble opinion, I think this is more of a rivalry. If this keeps on going, if Lamar could just give us something more. It could be more of a rivalry than the Buffalo Bills, because the Buffalo Bills have lost a lot of players, a lot of teammates, and now I believe the most enticing, the most aggressive, the most skillful rivalry that we have in the league right now is Baltimore versus the Chiefs. And when it comes to skill, we are going to be seeing the debut of one of the greatest runners, one of the hard-hitting runners, one of the stiff arm runners in Derrick Henry. And of course, we know this is a deficiency that the Kansas City Chiefs have. They are so bad in run defense. They are so bad in run defense. And Derrick Henry, he would just feed on that. He would just feed on that. So I know for a fact that the Chiefs are looking for Lamar to throw the football, because if they throw the football, if he holds the football to throw, then the Chiefs will kind of use their best defensive weapon in both the corners and the pass rushes. The Chiefs' best defensive weapon is the pass rushing with Chris Jones in there. He just wants you to throw. Give him 2-3 seconds and he will be able to get to the quarterback. That's what Chris Jones wants, and that is how the Chiefs will be able to defeat the Baltimore Ravens. If the Ravens hand the ball over, they don't even need to hand the ball over. If Lamar just decides, okay, I'm going to run this game. And of course, we're not talking about the buff Lamar. We're talking about the skinny Louisville Lamar that could run miles on miles and run circles and circles on a lot of linebackers. That's the Lamar we're talking about. It's amazing. The skill in both teams, ludicrous. We have Mark Andrews coming in without injuries, healthy, tight end, facing versus Travis Kelce, the greatest tight end of all time. Sorry, Shannon Sharp. The greatest tight end of all time. And Travis coming back, getting ready. It is time to absolutely get the rights to party in the Super Bowl. This is where we find out. This is the start of it. This is the start of it. We have Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers for the Ravens. Of course, his drop against the Chiefs will not be forgotten. I'm sure he doesn't forget it. But we all saw what he did before he got there. Before he got to the Chiefs. This is a perennial, really good receiver. It's a beauty to watch Zay Flowers. And of course, when we're talking about receivers for the Chiefs, we can't mention anybody but Rashid Rice. Oh, they do have a speedster now in Xavier Worthy. The person that broke the combined speed in 40 whatever dash. They have a speedster. And what do you know about Mahomes and the speedster? There was a number 10 someone calls himself Cheater. And in that guy alone, they went to Super Bowls and won it. And you saw the best out of Mahomes, throwing for over 5,000 yards. It's ludicrous to see that Mahomes has a speedster again. Every person in the league should put notice. Every person in the league should put notice, because it's going to be scary. It's going to be scary. But I don't want to keep you guys for too long. I'm going to give you my predictions right now. And my predictions are Baltimore are going to lose this game. And they're going to lose this game 14-27 of the Kansas City Chiefs. And I know, based on the conversations I was spitting, it might not have given that rapport. But I do not bet against Patrick Mahomes in the regular season nor in the playoffs. I just don't bet against Patrick Mahomes. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you guys are thinking that the Ravens are going to win, or the Chiefs basically drop the blue, the purple, or the red, down in the comments. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for not missing anything. Make sure you guys do that. Peace.